Hello guys, welcome to the another session. In this session we are going to look into join, merge and concat operations. All these three operations used to do the same thing, that is joining one data frame to the another data frame. But prior to that we have to understand that how many types of joins we are having, because it is important to understand that how many types of joins we have. If you are coming from the SQL background, then you must be aware about this join operations. But if you are from the non-SQL background, then you must have to know about types of joins. So let's jump into a diagram where we will first understand what actually and how many types of joins we are having. So we are into the diagram. So first we will discuss that what actually the join operation is. So join operation is nothing but it is an operation to join two data frames. But why do we use it? We use it because in real world scenario we get the data in a splitted manner, and to perform the data analysis sometime we need to merge these data frames in a single data frame. And within Pandas offers three flavors of join operation. One is with join, another one is merge, and the third one is concat. And we are going to look into all the three in this session. But prior to that, let's understand what actually the join types is. So how many types of join we are having? So basically we are having four types of join types. So you must be wondering that what actually the join types is. So join types is a mechanism by which you can decide that how to merge these two data frames together. For example, if you want to join with the left mechanism, then in this case what will happen, the left data frame with the, in this example we are having data frame 1 which is residing at the left and data frame 2 which is residing at the right. So here you are telling that it is a Venn diagram. If you are closely look into the Venn diagram, whenever you perform this join operation between these two data frames, so it will take all the records from the left data frame and it will merge the column as well over here. So see here, when we merge these two data frames, then we found that it has taken the A data frame 1. Here we are having a common column name, and here we have a specified that this is called suffix, which we are generally specifying while creating or say performing the join operation. On that time we are specifying the suffix. So with left operation, it has taken the index value x and y. That is because it is the nature of the left join type, where it has picked the information from the first data frame. So let's perform this exercise in the Jupyter notebook so that we understand it clearly. So we are going to perform the same exercise in the Jupyter notebook. So we are into the Jupyter notebook. I'm going to import pandas as PD and I'm going to generate the data. So now let's create two data frame over here. So I'm going to create a data frame called df1 equal to pd.dataframe, which we have already know that how to create it, and within that I'm going to pass a dictionary, and here I'm going to specify key, and over here we need to specify a list. So I want x comma y, that is going to be our index. Next I want another list which contains over here the column, that is going to be a column, and some value it contains a1 comma a2. Next we need another column b, and over here I will specify b. Let's replace this value over here, b1 and b2. So we have this data set. So now next we need to set the index. I want key should be the index, so I will tell that set index, and over here I need to specify which column I want to be index. It should be key, and I will tell that in place equal to true. df1 shift enter, and you will see that we have created the first data frame, and which will look something like this. So we have created the first data frame. Now we will create this data frame 2, which contains a column A, which is similar to this one, but value would be different, and instead of B we are having column C. So let's do it, and if you closely look into that, here we are having the index Z instead of Y. In both the data frame, one index is common and one column is common. That means we are having a common label. So let's jump into the Jupyter notebook. Now let's create data frame 2. I will copy this one, paste it over here, specify a name df2, and here I will tell that we are having column C and key we are having Z, and this is also going to be 2. Remaining thing would be same, and here I will tell that 2. Shift enter. So this is our second data frame, which is similar to this diagram with this diagram. So now we will perform left join type. To do that, let's look into it. So I want to perform left join. To do that, I need to specify df1 dot join, and over here I need to specify I want to join with data frame 2, and there is a parameter which you can specify over here, L suffix equal to, and here I am going to tell that for the left side suffix I need to specify df1, and then I am also going to tell that R suffix, that is for right data frame, that is for second data frame. So here I will specify underscore df2. And how I want to perform, I want left operation. So how I can make sure that this join should perform the left join? So here we are having a parameter called how, and here you need to specify left, and now do shift enter. So then you will find that we get the same output. So it has taken all the records from the first data frame X. You will see it over here, X and Y is the index from the first data frame, and if you closely look into the Venn diagram, then you will find the same representation. So you will see it over here, we are having the same output, and this Venn diagram, that means our data frame 1, all the record comes from the data frame 1, and it will also display the columns from both data frame. Now let's proceed further and we will perform the right join, and this time I am going to pass the parameter right so that it will pick the record from the data frame 2. That means it will pick this index X and Z with this operation. So let's jump into the Jupyter notebook. So to perform this, I'm going to copy the same statement and paste it over here, and this time I'm going to specify right. So this is the value for this how parameter. Now if we will do shift enter, then you will find that it has picked the record from data frame 2 that is residing at the right side. So that's the reason it is taking the record, or say taking the index from the data frame 2, and it has also taken all the columns from both the data frame. Now let's jump into the diagram, and within this diagram you will see the same output. Now next we will proceed further and we will perform the inner join. Within inner join, it will take the common values. If you see into the diagram, wherever there is an intersection between the data, it is picking those values only with the inner operation. So let's perform it. So let's jump into the Jupyter notebook again. So now come over here, copy this one, paste this one, and instead of right I am going to specify inner, shift enter. Then you will find that it has returned the same output which we have seen in the diagram, and this time it has taken only the common index, and the common index is X. It has taken both the columns. So now let's proceed further and let's discuss about the outer join. So within outer join, it means that you have to take all the data from the left data frame as well as right data frame, and this is what this Venn diagram is representing. So let's perform it, and if you look into this output, you will see that it has taken all the columns as well as all the rows from both the data frame. So how we can achieve this? Let's look into the Jupyter notebook. You should come again, copy this one and paste it over here, and instead of inner I am going to tell that outer, shift enter, and you will see that we got the same output which we have seen in the diagram, where it has taken all the record. This is the common record, and over here this is from the both the data frame. Y is coming from the data frame 1 and Z is coming from the data frame 2, and it has taken all the column, and this is about the join operations. So here you must be asking that how do I remember all these parameters? So you don't have to worry about this thing. So if you want to know about what are the parameters and what is the usage of it, pandas provide very helpful documentation. So you should come here and specify df1.join and a question mark, and the moment you will do question mark and shift enter, then it will open the documentation and it will give you the detail with an example over here. So you can look into these examples if you are having any doubt, and you will also understand that what actually these parameters are. So you can refer the documentation as well. So now let's proceed further and discuss about the merge operation. So now we have seen join operation. So let's discuss about the merge operation. So merge operation is similar to the join operation. It also combines all the columns from the two tables, or say two data frame, with the common column rename. However, merge provides three ways of flexible control over row-wise alignment. The first way is to use on parameter, where you will specify the column name which is common between both the data frames. So how to do this? So let's look into that. So I'm going to tell that df1 dot merge. This time instead of join I am going to use merge, and here I will specify data frame 2 and I want to merge on column A which is common, and if you will do it like this, then you will find this output. So see it over here. Here it haven't taken the indexes which we have created, and if you want to on the index, then you have to specify it. So here you should tell that left underscore index equal to true. Shift enter, then you will see it over here. It has taken the index. Now let's proceed further and discuss about some other parameter. And over here, it also offers how parameter. You can specify over here. So if you want the left operation, you should specify left. If you want right operation, you should specify right and verify the out. If you see it over here, we haven't provided the how parameter. So by default, it applied the left only. So left join it has applied. So if you do shift enter, then you will find that both the output would be the same way. You can change it over here right, then it will do the right join, and over here you will see that it has returned this output. You can apply some other parameter as well. So right index equal to true. Now verify the output, what output it is returning. We forgot to mention comma over here. Shift enter, and you will see it over here. It has given us this output. So to understand the parameter of the merge, you can use the same technique. Use df1.merge question mark shift enter, and you will see it over here. These number of parameters available. You should go through it. What actually it is, that is on the basis of join types. Over here, this how parameter represent the join types. You can specify within this method. So here I would tell that if you are having any doubts, you can get your hand dirty, do the same exercise and try to on all these parameters and make a combination of these parameters and see the output and compare the output. Then you can have a better understanding of these parameters. So this is about the merge operation. Now we will proceed further and we will discuss about the concat operation. So let's discuss about the concat operation. Pandas concat operation is also used to merge two data frame, or say join two data frames, but with concat operation you can perform either on column or on rows. So let's look into the diagram so that you will understand it better. So to understand the pandas concat, I'm going to use the same example. We are going to use the same data frame, and when you are performing the concat operation on column, you need to specify axis equal to 1, and when we are performing this, then your output looks something like this. If you are performing inner join on axis 1, then you will see it over here. It has merged the columns and it has taken the common index. So how to do it? Let's look into it. So here we need to specify pd.concat, and within that we need to pass the list. So here you need to specify which two data frame you want to concatenate. I am telling over here df1 and df2, and over here you can directly run it and it will pick up the default values from the parameter. And if you will do it over here, then you will see that it has performed the outer join and it has merged both the data frame and taken all the columns as well as all the indexes. But with this behavior, it is giving you the warning that you can't sort it. If you want to remove the sort, you need to mark it as a false. Then you will not get this warning. So let's do it. If you are doing this outer join, you need to specify false. Shift enter, then you will see that warning went away. Now if you want to perform inner join, so here you need to specify a parameter over here that is called join equal to inner. Now do shift enter, so you will see it over here. It has taken the common column. By default it is merging on the axis 0. So if you will specify axis parameter equal to 0, then you will find that it will return the same output. So let's do it. Shift enter, and you will see it over here. There is no change. Now I want to merge on the basis of axis 1, that is column. So what we have to do, we need to specify over here axis 1. Shift enter, and you will see it over here. It has taken all the columns, and from index it has taken only the common value because we are performing inner join. Now if you will specify over here outer join, shift enter, then you will find that it has returned all the information from both the data frame, and that is what mentioned in the diagram as well. So let's look into the diagram. If you closely look into the diagram, and this is the same output which is being returned after performing this operation. We have performed the outer join on axis 1, and this is the output we got. So this is about the column join, or on the basis of axis 1 we have joined. Now if we want to perform join operation on indexes, so we need to specify axis 0, which we have already seen. So you will see it over here. It has taken all the rows, but from the column side it has taken only the common column, and this is what this intersection operation representing. It has taken the common column from both the data frame. And if you closely look into the diagram of outer join on axis 0, then you will find that it has taken all the data, but this time it is on the basis of indexes. So all this concatenation happened on the basis of indexes. So let's perform these two into the Jupyter notebook. First we will perform inner join axis 0, that is our indexes. Shift enter, then you will find that we got the same output, that is the intersection operation on axis 0, that is indexes. Now over here you will specify outer and axis is going to be the same. Shift enter, then you will find that it has returned this warning, but this time it has returned this out, where it has taken all the indexes from both the data frame and over here the common column. And if you look into the output, it is the same output which we achieved through this outer operation, and this is about outer join on axis 0. So now let's proceed further. So we have seen all variations of join operation. We have started with the join operation, then we have seen merge, and at last we have seen concat. For concat also, if you want to know about what actually the documentation it provides, so you can come it over here and write like this question mark shift enter, then you will find the detail about the concat method of pandas. So I would suggest that you should go through all these documentations. It has very good example as well, so you can try those. So on this note, I am stopping over here, and I would tell that please try to perform all these exercises by your own, then only you are able to understand the difference between all these operations, that is join, merge and concat. As I know that this is little complicated topic, sometime you will be confused if you are doing it first time, but after going through 2-3 times, I'm 100% sure that you are able to make the difference between join, merge and concat. So on this note, I'm stopping over here. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.